that much more, and now I feel like I have space to move around.
We were so constrained before.
No, I don't like it. It's too far away. Hey guys, welcome to another one of our live session. Today we are celebrating something pretty epic. We have 20,000 subscribers. We did hit that milestone on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. That's pretty epic.
Yes, it is. I'm pretty excited.
Yes.
Can't believe 20,000 people listen to us. Or
yeah, that's insane.
Maybe they don't listen. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's the thing, you know, on YouTube where you click subscribe and then you forget that you've subscribed to that thing, and then you're like, yeah.
No. Do you want to introduce us quickly and tell people to ask us questions as well?
Okay.
You know what we do usually?
Yeah.
She's too happy today.
All right, so this is Robin and I'm Laura, and we're the team behind New Zealand's largest travel guide, NZPocketGuide.com, and we cover all sorts of information about traveling in New Zealand on that website. Whether you're doing a 2-week camper van road trip or a full year doing a working holiday, we cover all that good stuff on the website. So it's the best place to go get your questions answered about traveling in New Zealand. Of course, when you can actually come to New Zealand to travel.
Hopefully as soon as possible.
A bit of forward planning, yes. But if you're not really into reading, because that's kind of what NZPocketGuide.com is all about, we do this YouTube live Q&A session every single Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. And if you look in the description, you'll see a link to a website where it shows when our next live sessions are in your time zone. So that's pretty handy. But we do this live Q&A session for you guys to come and ask your questions directly to us in the live Q&A, and we can answer them directly for you.
Here you go. So there's already a ton of people chatting. So yeah, as per usual, just put your comments and your question in there. So Clay Bryan says, congratulations on the milestone, guys, and a million emoji. Thank you, Clay. You're awesome. Haven Smith says, well deserved. Congrats. Thank you very much, Haven. You rock. Beverly says, yippee, congratulations. Yeah.
Yay.
Sherry from Australia says, good morning. Congrats on the 20K with a big heart. I love it. Clever says, nice one. Kirsty says, congratulations, well done. I know why you're here, Kirsty. You're going to win this giveaway again. So if you guys don't know, Kirsty has won 2 giveaways in a row. She was nice enough to actually give one of her prize to someone else just because, you know, she's just too good of a winner.
Yeah.
Anthony Comstock says, Morena from California, USA. So if you guys don't know, Morena means good morning, Maori, which is the local indigenous language here in New Zealand. Extreme Talota says, Morena, congrats on the 20K. Been Everywhere says, congratulations on 20K. Awesome. Martina says, good job. Congrats, Martina. Thanks for joining us another week. You're awesome. How is it going in Germany? Beverly says, Go Music Festival and Golden Guitar Award in June. Have you been? I'm interested in attending. Ooh. So if you guys don't know, Gore is actually the country music capital of New Zealand. Yes, there is a country music scene in New Zealand. So if you are into country music, well, that may be the town you want to visit. There is a big guitar in Gore, like a big guitar sculpture and everything.
Yes.
There is also a big trout sculpture. They love their big things in New Zealand.
Yeah. So
we have not been to the country music festival of Gore, but we actually have been to a few country music gigs around New Zealand, and they're not too bad. So yeah, that may be something that we may want to go check out next June. And Clever says, when can I come to New Zealand? Clever, we actually just finished recording. Literally, before shooting this video, we spent a good hour recording a video for you guys with our next border opening. So I just need to edit it, and then I'm going to publish it. We're going to go over all our predictions of when the border opens and all that. And so I hope that's going to be out by probably Wednesday, because tomorrow I need to edit it, and then on Tuesday I need to upload it, and so then on Wednesday it's going to be live on the channel. So if you stay tuned, hit subscribe, be one of those 20,000 awesome people, then you'll be able to get that answer. Be one of the NZ Pocket Guide believers.
God, as if you just said that.
Anyway, Cartel Ghost says, hi guys. Hey Cartel, how are you doing? Haven Smith says, hey. Christina Holden says, hi from Ottawa. Congratulations on the 20K. Thank you, Christina. How is it going in Canada? Extreme Talota says, how are we? Well, we're in very cheerful and celebratory mood, I have to be honest. We have 3 giveaways to go through. We are going to go through one of them like literally in a second. So that's pretty awesome. And we have Clever says, God bless you. Thank you very much, Clever. And Beverly says, I won't get there until 2022. So if you go next year, can you tell me what it's like? Yeah, you know what?
Sure.
If we go next year, we'll even do a video about it. There is actually a lot that we're going to be doing around New Zealand next year because, well, we can't really go anywhere else. So that's going to be awesome. All right, so let's do a bit of a giveaway right now. So there is only 19 people watching, so you have one chance out of 19 to win something, which is pretty awesome.
That's pretty good odds.
Now, I'll be honest with you guys. We were supposed to give away like some awesome activities voucher to do things in New Zealand and everything. But since there is the crisis right now, we had to revert and do something else. So when we hit 30,000 subscribers, hopefully the crisis is going to be over and we'll be able to get all the prizes we had before. Plus that, that's going to be awesome. We're going to have over $1,000 worth of prizes. That's going to be epic. In the meantime, we just want to send you a nice little token of our appreciation all the way from New Zealand. So just some few nice little things for you guys. So, I say hi to Sandra from Ireland. How are you doing? Okay, cool. So the first thing that we're going to give you away, we're going to write you a little postcard. We bought some postcard from Kaikoura, which is the marine wildlife capital of New Zealand. And we're going to send you a New Zealand passport cover. So you can put your passport in there and make your passport look like you're a Kiwi.
So you can pretend to try and get through the borders
exactly.
of New Zealand. Exactly.
So we'll send you that. So a nice little postcard written by us. And that. So we'll send it to you anywhere you are in the world. And all you have to do is to answer this simple question. Last time we went to do the Tongariro crossing, which is a hike on the North Island, one of the longest hike that we feature on NZPocketGuide.com. On NZ Pocket Guide Biggest Gap Year, but not one of the longest hike in the country. Anyway, one of the most popular hike in the country. So last time we did a hike, I put a little Fitbit and I counted how many steps it took me to do the Tongariro crossing. So how many steps did it took us the last time we did the Tongariro crossing? So just give us the number. The closest person to that number will receive this little present for us. So go ahead, guys. Just put us some numbers. So how many steps to do the Tongariro crossing? Again, you'll get a nice little postcard written by us, as well as the passport cover, which can be quite cool.
So far we have Haven Smith thinking that it's going to be 30 steps to do the Tongariro crossing. Just to give you a bit of context, the Tongariro crossing is 19.4 kilometers long.
If you do 19.4 kilometers in 30 steps.
Unless you're a giant.
Yeah, unless you're a big giant, yeah. So 19.4 kilometers. How long does it take us to do the Tongariro crossing usually?
I think it takes between, if you take your time, do some photo stops and stuff, it takes between 6 to 8 hours, I'd say. Yeah. Some people do it in much less time if they, go purely for the exercise, and a lot of people do that. But
how fast did the guy do it, the one that ran it and that hold the record?
I'm not quite sure, but I think someone has done it in about an hour.
I think the record of doing that crossing, which is quite big, he done it under an hour, which is absolutely insane. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Just some people take an hour to do just the section, which is Devil's Staircase, which is like a really steep section of the hike. So All right, so we're having some answers. We're having Football Dreamer that says 17,000. Beverly Gibson, 25,000. Sherry, you wanted for a clue. We just gave some clues.
Yeah, so I think I gave you a good clue.
Extreme Talota says between 100 to 600 millions. I think you need to just tone that. I don't think 600 million. I don't think you even do that in a year. So I think you need to go down. Anthony Comstock is precise. 17,563. Wow. Bean said 30,000 steps.
Haven Smith is putting his prediction down to 19. Yes, very conservative.
I think he's just want to mock us. Football Dreamer says 40,000. Sherry's 20,000. David says 27,000. Clay says 25,500. Haven Smith says 1,000. He's changing his bid again. Anthony Comstock says 21,564. Kirsty says 28,000. Martina says 75,000. Haven now is back to 400.
Yeah,
all over the place.
That's
Haven.
Probably going in the right direction.
Yeah. Sandra says 17,500. Beverly Gibson says 110,000 step would be a great guess. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's your guess. Christina says 46,000. And Berenice, cat
in a box,
says cat in a box. I think that Berenice, if we were going for like the funniest guess, I think we would have gone for yours. But we're going for the closest to the real answer. Extreme Talota says 40,000. That's a more reasonable guess, Extreme Talota. And Heaven Smith is back to 700. Okay, guys, so we're going to let you keep guessing until 1/4 So at 1/4 we will pick a winner. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about life in New Zealand and everything, go ahead. So tidbits about life in New Zealand. At the moment, it is Labour Weekend. And so Labour Weekend in New Zealand, you celebrate labor by not working, which totally makes sense. And to be fair, there is a labor weekend in almost every country in the world, but it's also one of the biggest kind of local tourism time of the year, just because this is when kind of the weather becomes good. It's the tail end of the winter, and also you get extra time off. So a lot of people are having about 3 days off right now. So the roads of New Zealand are busy with locals going to explore their own backyard, which is quite awesome. Yeah, we do have some friends right now which are on campervan trips around the South Island, around the Dunedin area. So we're going to say hi to Kelly and Josh if you guys are watching. That's quite awesome. Okay, what else do we have? Extreme Talota at 50,000. Haven is 1,800. And Jalis is 26,000. I'm just trying to keep track of... Laura, do you want to repeat the question while I keep track of who's the closest so far?
So the question was, how many steps does it take to do, well, did it take us to do the Tongariro crossing? And that is just one person doing the steps. It's not double the number.
So it's just me with the tracker. How many steps did it take me? And we did it almost straight. We didn't do like crazy filming or anything like that. So just kind of a straight walk, just enjoying ourselves and have a normal kind of Tongariro crossing experience with a bit of a break on top to have a nice little picnic.
Yes. Again, the Tongariro crossing is 19.4 kilometers, just to give you context as to how long it is. So, base your guesses off that.
Exactly. And we're picking the person which is the closest to the answer. So it doesn't matter if you guys are all completely wrong. It doesn't matter. We pick the closest one.
Yeah, there's going to be someone that's close.
But we do have some reasonably close calls, actually. Yeah, we have some people... We have two people which are very close to answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look at that one here. I can't say who it is, but look at that. Can you see that? And that's the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's quite close. So yeah, we do have some people which are really close. So that's quite good. Again, in about 5 minutes, we will pick a winner. So you guys can work on your answer. All right, Sherry says, what are your most recommended wildlife encounter without going on a boat? I get seasick.
There's quite
give a couple of answers.
Yeah, there's quite a few other things you can be doing. A really cool one to actually see marine wildlife but not go on a boat is go on a whale flight. So there are scenic
that's cool.
flights.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so there are scenic flights in Kaikoura that fly over still close enough to see whales, but obviously high enough to be safe. But yeah, they fly over the whales, so you actually get a really cool perspective of the sperm whales in Kaikoura from above, where you actually see their whole body, and they usually spend quite a long time on the surface of the water before diving down, and they usually dive down for about 40 minutes before popping back up again. But they time the flights really well so that you can actually fly and see the whales for a long time. And we do have a video of us doing that on this channel, so make sure to check that out.
What about Sanctuary Mountain?
Yeah, so Sanctuary Mountain is a protective wildlife sanctuary where it's got a predator-proof fence around it, meaning that there's no introductory predators that can get in and disturb the native birds that are vulnerable to predators, like stoats and possums are the sort of main ones. But over there, you can see lots of native birds on dry land, so no sea sickness involved. And there's lots of these types of wildlife sanctuaries around New Zealand. So Sanctuary Mountain is near Hamilton and Cambridge area, which is in the North Island. But you also have the Kapiti Island, which is just off the coast, sort of near Wellington. There's also Ulva Island, which is just off the coast of Stewart Island, near the bottom of the South Island. There's also Zealandia, which is in Wellington. So there's quite a lot of these sanctuary, sort of wildlife sanctuaries where you can go see native birds and get really good viewings of them.
And there's also a few penguin colonies to check out in New Zealand. And if you remember, Sherry, we actually just posted a video about the best way to check out the little blue penguin. So you may want to check this one out because all of those are on land as well. And you get to see those little blue penguins. It's pretty awesome. There is some more guesses. Kirsty is at 25,650. BJN is at 26,667. So again, how many steps did it took us last time to do the Tongariro crossing? Only a few more minutes to answer before we give away the first prize. The closest one wins. Jasmith says, hi there. I'm on a post-study work visa and I'm stuck in India since February. Is there any chance of opening the border in the next 3 months or any other update regarding my category? Jasmith, we actually just finished recording a border opening prediction that will be released on Wednesday. So hit subscribe. Make sure you check out this video on Wednesday. But to answer your question, next 3 months, we don't think that's happening. So sadly. We have also Gus from Portugal. Hola. He says, any prediction for the border opening? It's getting slightly chilly here. I hope you're getting warmer. Yeah, the weather is getting warmer here. And again, the video for the border prediction is coming out on Wednesday. So don't miss this one out. Hit subscribe. We've just finished recording it. Aladdin says, greeting from Colombia, South America. I love your channel, new video. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, awesome. Aladdin, give us a guess. How many steps did it took us to do the Tongariro crossing? Give us a guess right now. Well, guys, I'm going to give you 60 more seconds to put your last guess. And I'm going to pick the closest.
There are some people that are getting pretty close.
Yeah, there are some really close ones. There is a really close one. So far, I think I need to keep in mind who the winner will be. Laura is going to do a count.
Me, right?
Yeah, I think it's still the closest. Still the closest. Yes, that is. Wow, that is really close. Ooh. That is really close. Okay, cool. Someone, I cannot pronounce your name, sir or ma'am, but he says, I am from Yemen. I want to work in New Zealand. Can you help me? Yes, you can check out NZPocketGuide.com. There's a ton of advice for you to plan your trip to New Zealand, or you can check immigration.govt.nz. And on that website, you get all the different ways you can get a visa to come to work in New Zealand. And yeah, no need to put your question twice. Okay. 26,700 says Haven Smith. That's a better guess. Haven, I'm just literally going to get the last one you put on, right? I cannot take 20 million guess. Yeah, so the last one is the one that counts. So you've got to pick one. Okay, Laura, give us a bit of a count. 10 seconds, guys, to put your answer. Come on, give us a countdown. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so we will write a postcard to the person that was the closest to this amount of steps. That's 22,543 steps.
Woo!
Here you go. So the closest person that I am seeing right here is someone that is here every morning. And it's Anthony Comstock from California, USA. Woo! So we'll write you a lovely postcard, Anthony. Can you please send us your address on our Facebook page? Can you contact me on Facebook and just give me your address, mate?
I imagine Anthony's a good person to know that because it sounds like he likes to do a lot of walking.
Yes,
and he asked us to do a specific walking video, and I feel like he would probably be the guy to know how many steps it takes to do about anything. So,
yes. So again, the amount of steps to do the Tongariro crossing, it's a good exercise, right? It's 22,543 steps. That is absolutely awesome. And yeah, so guys, that takes about let's say 5 to 6 hours to do, 19.4 kilometers. And yeah, next time we do one of those giveaway, we may have the whole shuttle and everything as a voucher, everything organized for you. But sadly, right now, it is just not
Since
possible
we know
to give you any activities.
You guys are overseas. It would probably not be so great to give away a Tongariro crossing shuttle right now.
No, that wouldn't be good. I'm going to write down your name, Anthony.
But yeah, actually, because today is Labor Day in New Zealand, this is actually the time when the Tongariro crossing shuttles actually start operating again because it's usually closed throughout the winter because there's snow on the mountains. So after Labor Day, which is usually, end of October in New Zealand, that is when the shuttles for the Tongariro crossing start operating again. Just a little factoid for you right there.
There you go. All right. Benny Grayling says 22,543. Bam.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
You will get another chance in about 3, 4, 5 minutes. We're just going to keep reading the comments right now. But in 3 minutes, we're going to do another giveaway to give you something else, guys. So we'll send you another postcard
Will
from
it
New
be
Zealand.
better than a postcard, Robin?
We will include a postcard, but there is also going to be a present in it. We
Ooh.
always give you presents, guys. It's going to be a way to experience New Zealand, but from home. Or at least a specific part of New Zealand. All right, so BJN says, Robin, when you pronounce that island, which we Aotearoa call Kapiti, can you please note that the stress accent from pronunciation is on the first syllable, but not on the second one? Kapiti, I guess. I am terrible at pronouncing things. I don't speak English very well. I don't speak Maori very well either. I already don't speak French very well, so I'm doing my best.
He's verbally challenged, okay?
I'm verbally challenged. Okay, so G2 Johnson says, my spouse is in Wellington. I already applied my spouse visa. Any idea when will the process start? The process for people which are currently based outside of New Zealand is only going to start when there is the path for those people to come to New Zealand. So until the border opens, New Immigration New Zealand is not going to start giving visas away, because when usually you receive a visa, you have some requirement of staying in New Zealand for a certain amount of time or this and that. And so this is why we have a video with our predictions coming out on Wednesday. So G2, you may want to actually just subscribe and you get a notification. Then we have our friend from Yemen, which I can't pronounce the name of, says, I want to communicate with you privately to guide me on the appropriate thing. Thank you. I love New Zealand so much. So we do not have the right legally to give you any advice on how to, on any immigration matters, because in New Zealand, there is a law that says that only people which are official registered immigration advisor have the right to advise people on immigration matters. So that's why we can't really answer too much of those questions. So sadly, if you contact us privately, on Facebook or anything like that with immigration question, we won't be able to answer. So legally, we don't have the right to answer. So we literally copy and paste a straight answer saying we do not have the right to give you any answer. So please don't immigration related question. Anything else, we're here to help. We always talk about traveling in so we're here to help. BJN says Laura and Robin, or Robin Laura, sorry, that was Laura mispronouncing Kapiti, not Robin. Excuse me for my error. No problem. Well, Laura, if you blame Laura, then you're right. Keep on going.
Well, kindly excuse me for my error too.
Jithu says, thank you. You're very welcome. Benny says, please remember to include South Africa in your prediction. We did, yes. Thanks to you, actually. So, yeah, you were on the list, and we actually did include South Africa in the prediction. Sadly, it's not good prediction. Oh, sorry about that. All right, guys. If I give you that number, do you remember what the question is?
Oh, I remember you told me, but now I can't remember.
All right, guys. So this world-famous Kiwi bird that you guys have seen in all of our videos. That's the next question, by the way. Next giveaway. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Next giveaway coming up. This one here. We bought this little Kiwi bird quite a while ago. So we decided to try to get you guys to guess its age in days. So in days.
In days.
How many days old is that Kiwi bird? So that means how many days ago did we actually buy that Kiwi bird for us? So here you go. We bought it. We will give you some clues as it goes, but it's a hard one to...
I think people think they're going to win the Kiwi.
Yes.
You're not winning
the Kiwi. If you guess it, you will get an experience on your own. You'll get a mud mask all the way from Rotorua. So Rotorua is quite famous for all its mud bath and all those mud experience. So you get to do a little mud mask and experience Rotorua for all its muddy goodness. And also we'll send you a postcard from Kaikoura as well, the world capital. So this postcard has dolphins and everything in it, and we'll write you a nice little personal note. So if you want to get yourself a mud mask, how many days old is that Kiwi bird? As a little clue, he's more than 4 years old. More than 4 years old.
He's featured in many of our videos, obviously, while we've been on the couch doing these sort of live Q&A sessions, but also during NZ, New Zealand's biggest gap year. He features bouncing around in our various camper vans and cars as well. So yeah, he's been with us through thick and thin, has that Kiwi bird. So yeah, put some numbers in the live chat right now, and chances are you'll get it somewhere close. No one can really get the right answer straight away. So the closest person to how old is that Kiwi bird in days will get a mud mask
and a postcard from New Zealand. There's only 30 people watching right now, so you have literally one chance out of 30 to score yourself a nice little token of our appreciation all the way from New Zealand. I know you guys are stuck at home. We can't, give you a skydive in New Zealand, sadly, but we can send you a token of our appreciation.
Yeah. Maybe next time we can give you, actually give you entry to some hot pools or something in New Zealand. But this time, the best we can do until the borders open.
Don't give away what were the prizes we were supposed to have.
The best we can do is give you a Rotorua mud mask.
Exactly. So he is more than 4 years old, but we want a number in days. In meantime, what do we have as questions? So BJN says that his hometown is Tangi Moana, which is just across from Kapiti Island. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic views over there. So in Foxton Beach, there is one of my favorite things to do, which is kite land boarding. Have you been to Foxton Beach?
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit north of Kapiti. Oh, now I feel
pressured.
Feel pressured about saying that correctly, and I don't even know if I am saying it correctly.
Kartik says, how to increase chances of PR between I love your channel.
By the way.
By the way. Oh my God, I always get the same mistake.
This millennial talk is too much for you, isn't it?
Kartik, we do not have the right to give you any advice on immigration matter. I just explained why a little bit before. I hope that you understand. Berenice Cat says, can you say the longest word in New Zealand? Actually, I typed that so long. So Berenice, we actually... where was it? I think that was Kiwi Lauren that made me pronounce that, if you remember.
Yes, people do ask us to try and pronounce this on the live
I did
chat
pronounce it, so this time we're going to get Laura to pronounce that. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to put your guesses on how old is that Kiwi bird in a day. So how long ago did I buy it? And it is more than 4 years old, and you'll get yourself a love letter from us.
Love letter.
There you go.
Wow.
And also a mud mask to experience Rotorua. So, Laura.
Okay, time to read the longest place name in New Zealand, which is Tomata Whakatangi Hanga Ko Ao. Oh, can't say that bit. Ko Ao o Tamatia Turi Puka Piki Monga Horo Nuku Pokai Whenua Kitanatahu.
And a bit of an apology, maybe, to a lot of people.
And an apology for probably mispronouncing all of that. 99% of that.
Yeah, so we don't pretend to be able to speak or pronounce Maori words properly. That's definitely something that we actually always acknowledge. We're sorry about that. But that was a try just for your guys' entertainment.
Yeah.
We're having successes very close. I'm going to actually have almost to do some math to see which one's the closest. That is quite good. BJN says, Laura and Robin, we all love the two of you. You two are doing a really good job in keeping your chins up and keeping stiff upper lips. Robin, your English is great and improving. Laura, number one. Yeah, woo! Laura is always number one. Anjali says, heard that 250 PhD students will be permitted to enter New Zealand. What are the updates? This is just rumors, my friends. We're not commenting too much on rumors. Growing Up Without Borders says, congratulations on 20K. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
That's hilarious. What does it mean? Laura, do you remember what does it mean, the longest place name in New Zealand? There is a whole meaning.
I can't
It's on the website. If you do longest place name on nzpocketguide.com, we actually go through the whole explanation.
Yeah, I think it's it's a very long-winded way of saying, like, the place is located on the hill where the person did this and that and something else happened, and that is the place. Like,
so it tells the story of the place
basically.
And what is it memorable for. So again, guys, remember, give us the age of that Kiwi bird in days, and you could win yourself a nice postcard from us, as well as a mud mask from New Zealand, because Rotorua is really famous for all this mud activities.
Recyclable packaging too.
Of course it is. Yeah. I wouldn't get any plastic nonsense that is that will kill the planet. Anyway, so Rotorua has awesome places to experience, all these geothermal activities. There is the Polynesian Spa, which has like a lot of different hot pools. I don't think they have any mud baths and everything.
No.
Hell's Gate, though, has some awesome mud baths near Rotorua. But there is also some free places where you can go and experience that, which is not where we went to scoop that. We bought that from the shop.
No.
But a couple of places where you can do that for free.
Yeah, so for free, you can go to a place called Kerosene Creek, which is it's a a short drive out of Rotorua on the way to Taupo. And there's also the secret spot near the Waiotapu geothermal park, which isn't so secret anymore, but basically it's just underneath the road bridge right outside of the Waiotapu geothermal park. So there's a couple for you there. And we do have a list of 5 around the Rotorua area, where we have a list of those on nzpocketguide.com. So if you go onto our website and search free hot pools, you'll probably find them there.
Gareth Jones just joining up and say, hi, what is this stream about? This stream is all about traveling in New Zealand. So if you have any questions about New Zealand or traveling in New Zealand, go ahead. We also give away a few presents because we're celebrating having 20,000 subscribers. So right now we're giving away a postcard written by us, as well as a mud mask from Rotorua. And all you have to do is to guess how old is that Kiwi bird in days, and he's older than 4 years old. And the closest person to this will receive that anywhere you are in the world. We are here to just send you some love from New Zealand. So that's what this whole thing is all about. Going Up Without Borders says we think is 754 days old. Musab Anjali at 1,609. Anthony says, I send you my address in a message on Facebook. Awesome. Cool. Anthony, you are free to guess the age of that Kiwi bird and score yourself another present if you are that good, you know.
Yeah, save us on shipping.
No, actually, yes. Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would save us on shipping. Here you go. What else do we have? Berenice, 1,867. So Kartik says, what is the cost of internet in New Zealand? Is Starlink coming to New Zealand? I don't think Starlink is coming to New Zealand. Elon is probably... so Starlink, if you guys don't know, is like the internet satellite by Elon Musk. So he may just do that for the US for now. But sometimes, actually, not that long ago, we actually saw all the satellite passing above New Zealand. So maybe one day we're going to be able to connect to them. But yeah, so internet in New Zealand, if you only get unlimited broadband connection in your home, that will set you off about 75 New Zealand dollars per month. If you do want internet on your phone, you do have some plans with like gigabytes and everything like that. But at the moment, I think the cheapest plan to get unlimited phone internet, but there is some, it says unlimited, but there is some restrictions to it and some speed restriction. I think is about $46 per month for just one phone. And you can't do hotspots and all that. There is a lot of conditions. I'm not going to go over those conditions, but that's roughly the prices right now. All right, guys, so you have another 4 minutes to guess. So at 8:35 New Zealand time, we will give away the next present and we'll move on to the next one. So again, you've got to guess how old is that Kiwi bird. No, I'm not sending you that Kiwi bird. By the way, all of you guys are asking for me to send you that Kiwi bird. I've been friends with that Kiwi bird for over 4 years now. Okay, we will send you a postcard written by us as well as a mud mask. So don't wish to get my Kiwi bird away from me. We may give a Kiwi bird one day, but not today. This guy stays with me. Unless you want to go travel the world. Do you want to go travel the world?
Maybe he wants to see the world.
Do you?
Maybe he wants to visit India or
we took.
South Africa.
Is it a him or her? We never decided.
It doesn't have a gender.
Okay.
Do you see any genitals? No.
But we took him all around New Zealand. So he did all those 365 activities around New Zealand in 365 days. So he did a lot.
Yeah.
And Davide says, by the way, what kind of music do you listen to? We do love like those kind of big epic music, because when you drive around New Zealand, you listen to like big orchestral, like kind of epicness, like the Lord of the Rings music and all that. It just makes the whole place look better, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing that we listen to quite a lot. Laura listened to country music, actually. She was listening to Fancy by whatever name is. There's a song called Fancy, like a country song. And Laura was listening to that a few days ago. So here you go.
Yeah.
BJN says, we often walked along the Tasman Sea iron sand beach of Tangimoana to Himatangi Beach. Himatangi Beach is featured a lot on our website. It's a really awesome place. He says, passing the mouth to the Poki Poki stream. And then we continue all the way to Foxton Beach. It's great. Yeah, that is a long walk.
Wow.
That is a really long walk.
Yeah, Foxton Beach is, it's a really cool place. like Robin says, we did kite landboarding there, and we do have a video of us doing that. So yeah, if you want to check out something to do kind of it's near Palmerston North, then that's a really epic place to go and try a really sort of alternative extreme beach sports in New Zealand.
Sherry is asking, is the internet as bad as it is here?
Probably worse.
Yeah, probably worse. From my experience, but again, I was in Australia. I lived in Australia about more than 10 years ago, so obviously things have changed a lot. But from my experience, internet was better in Australia than it is in New Zealand. Desai Dennis says, in a future, New Zealand opens some theme park, opens soon, new adventure. Yeah, anything. I'm not understanding what you're talking about.
Maybe he is talking about opening some theme parks soon in New Zealand.
I don't think we need a Disneyland in New Zealand.
No, that's not really what New Zealand's about. There is a theme park in Auckland, but it's people tend to like more the outdoors adventures and sort of harnessing the elements in New Zealand. People like to do sort of adventures like, whitewater rafting and surfing and...
More than Disneyland and hugging Mickey Mouse.
Mikey Mouse.
Mike. Okay, 1 minute, guys, to lodge your guess on how old is that Kiwi bird in days. Again, it's more than 4 years. And then our friend from Yemen says, what are the bad things to New Zealand and the wonderful things? You may want to check out. I actually just did a video on the pros and cons of New Zealand. So that kind of exactly, I say, what are the pros of life in New Zealand and what are the cons of it? So that's the bad and the wonderful things.
Yeah.
So you may want to check out this video. It's a video that I did, kind of take a lot of time to kind of write down and research and everything. So check this out. It's in the channel and you can see my face with this hat and I'm pointing out on the words. It's a very easy thumbnail.
Pros and cons. Look out for those big words written on the channel and that will answer your question.
All right, Laura, do you want to do a bit of a countdown while I check out who's the closest?
Okay, so we have starting with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so this Kiwi bird is 1,772 days old. He's actually 4 years, 10 months, and 6 days old. That's the age of that Kiwi bird. Here you go. So Beverly Gibson said 1,750. That was very close, but Sandra R said 1,761.
Wow,
and that's the closest
close.
one. Sandra, you were only like 11 days away. That is so good. So Sandra R,
congratulations,
you are winning.
Sandra. You will be receiving your Rotorua mud mask if you send us a message on Facebook with your address so we can send it to you. And that would be wonderful. And you will get to be pampering in no time.
You guys were so close. So here you go. Desai Denis said 1,772 and Yemen as well. I call you Yemen because can you give me your name, a lovely person from Yemen, so I can call you with a real name, because I can't read the username that you have because it's a different alphabet that I do not understand. All right, let me just write Sandra's name on here. Nice one. Do you want to read what BJN says in the meantime? What Berenice says. Oh no, Clay. Wow.
We're missing lots of...
Clay.
Okay, let's start with Clay. So you have done a video in Rainbow's End, ? Not really great advertising for New Zealand, really, eh?
No, we did avoid Rainbow's End.
Yeah, no, we it's not really... in terms of how theme parks are and compared to other places around the world, we have been to other theme parks around the world. Obviously, for me, I grew up in the UK. Robin has Disneyland in his country, so
I've never been to Disneyland in my country, but I've been to in California. I've been to Universal Studio, and there's another one. I can't remember which one was it, but yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, so we've been to theme parks, but again, it's not really our personal sort of style of travel either. Okay,
so apparently someone is telling off on you, a person from Yemen. Adju tell me that your name is Hamed, so I hope that you know how to read those letters. So I'm going to call you Hamed from now on.
Nice.
Sandra say woohoo! Awesome, Sandra. So on Facebook, just flick us a message so we have your address. Berenice says, do you guys recommend any? Oh yeah, we'll do another giveaway in about 5 minutes. We'll just keep reading your message in the meantime. But yeah, last giveaway of the day in about 5 minutes. 28 of you guys, so you have one chance out of 28. We already had 2 winners. It's pretty good. Pretty good odds for you guys. Bernie says, do you guys recommend any areas for stargazing? I always have that on my bucket list, and I think New Zealand is the best for it. I just don't know where. Couple of areas, maybe. Quickly?
Yeah. The thing with the stars in New Zealand is that if you're just lucky to have a clear night, where it's no clouds and no wind and stuff, like usually you can have really good stargazing pretty much anywhere in New Zealand, and especially on the South Island, because it is less populated in the South Island, meaning that there's less artificial lights to obscure your stargazing. You will see stargazing pretty much anywhere where it's really good weather, basically. So, but there is obviously International Dark Sky Reserve in New Zealand, in the South Island, and that is around the Aoraki Mount Cook area, which includes Lake Tekapo as well, and Twizel. And there are stargazing tours in those areas, in actually all of those towns I just mentioned, in Aoraki, Mount Cook, Twizel, and Lake Tekapo. They have various stargazing tours with powerful telescopes, so you can get to see the best of the stars as well.
There you go.
But yeah, anywhere where it's a good night while you're traveling around, just look up at the stars and you'll have some amazing stargazing.
Nice. So Hamed is saying Yemen is an Arab country. Yeah, I know it was a country. You just didn't give me your name. Don't worry, guys. It will come back. We'll stick around. It does that at 8:40 every time.
Yeah, but let us know when we come back. Let us know when you can start hearing us and seeing us again. But yeah, Clay says 8:40 every week.
I don't know why. It's so weird, eh?
Yeah. Is there something that happens with the internet around here that it just drops at this time? Or?
Oh, maybe it's just when you reach like 40 minutes and then the internet kind of drops because it uses too much, data or something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Aju says, it's cold in New Zealand. The internet is freezing. It's back now. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting us know, guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
So, it does happen.
Happens
okay.
At the same time every week.
Kirsty Wash is asking, did you guys vote for the Penguin of the Year at the National Aquarium? If so, who did you vote for? Yes, we did vote for Timmy, and it didn't win. But yes, we did vote. We were supporting Timmy, but yes, you can't always get your way, can you? Also did vote in the national election as well. So, many voting happened in the last...
some very important votes have been happening this year.
Yes. But yeah, Kirsty, did you vote? And who did you vote for? Okay. All the New Zealand internet is freezing. That's funny what I just said.
Yeah.
Okay, it's back. And Davide says a nice hint of New Zealand internet you gave us here. Yeah, you know what? It's happening every week. It's quite crazy. Every week at 8:40 it's happening.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all right, guys, we're going to do the last giveaway of the day, and we're going to give away another one of those passport cover because I thought they were so funny. I actually bought 2 of them, as well as another postcard handwritten by us. We're not joking. We're actually going to write you guys a little note every time. So if you want to score yourself, you get a second chance to get one of those awesome New Zealand passport cover and just pretend you're from New Zealand.
We can't give you immigration advice, but we can give you a fake cover for your passport.
No, it's a real cover. It makes it a fake New Zealand passport. Anyway, the question is, so you know that we are the writers behind NZPocketGuide.com, which is the largest travel guide to New Zealand. How many articles are on the website as of today? So how many articles are present on NZPocketGuide.com? The closest person to that, give us numbers. We receive that all the way wherever you are in the world. We'll send you a nice little letter with, like a nice postcard from Kaikoura. We write down some nice, kind words to you, as well as a passport cover that featured New Zealand. So Kirsty says she voted for Captain. I think Captain was the winner, wasn't it? I think Captain won.
Who won?
I think Captain won.
I didn't really care, I don't think, at that point about who won.
No, if it's not Timmy, I don't care. That's just what it is, Berenice says, I heard from my friend, New Zealand got better internet than in Australia. Well, it depends where you are. We're living more in like rural New Zealand. In Auckland, internet is quite fast. Sometimes when we actually go to Auckland and we actually put we need to upload, we put those videos on the USB stick and then we upload them in Auckland. It goes quite fast. But then when we do it where we are right now, it takes hours and hours. So yeah, the internet is better in different places.
Yeah. So maybe it's the case in Australia as well, that the internet's probably better in the cities, but maybe not so great in the outback.
Hamed says, I enjoyed with you so much. Thank you and your sister. Well, here you go. That's awkward. That's that. You know, we're partners. We're not. We're not.
Do we look
brothers and
that
sisters.
similar? He's from France. I'm from the UK.
You can just guess the accents. Yeah. I'm just gonna give you kind of a guess, guys. It's somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 articles, by the way. So you've got to guess how many articles are on nzpocketguide.com. Davide is 789. Do you think the largest travel guide of New Zealand has less than 1,000 articles? Come on, guys. Kana, 625. No, that's way too low. It's between 2,000 and 5,000, somewhere in between. Just trying to help you guys so we get more people closer to the right answer.
Every week I introduce this session saying we have thousands and thousands of articles.
We are not lying.
Yeah.
There is really a lot of content. All right, so put on your guesses, and again, we'll send you some nice presents. Wow. Wow. That's going
to be a good one.
There's some good guesses. Okay, so Christine Martini, she says, which place has the best view for freedom camping? Lake Tekapo versus Lake Pukaki?
For freedom camping?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't think there's that many good spots, like the camping near Tekapo are not that wonderful views. I think I'd say Pukaki. I'd say Lake Pukaki. Yeah. Oh, we have some really close. I'm going to have to do some math. There's some really close ones. Oh, my God.
I like how Berenice says, I forgot my cat reposting. It is essential to have the cat there.
I mean, that's very, very important. So Exota give us 45,779.
Whoa, we're not that good.
So we tell you, it needs to be between 2,000 and 5,000, mate. So you're you're very far off. So try another guess.
Maybe
please.
His 5,000 guess is more appropriate.
Yes, that's a better guess. Okay, I'm doing some math and everything. So, do you want to tell people about the different kind of articles that are on the NZ Pocket Guide?
Yeah, so speaking of all these thousands and thousands of articles we have on NZ Pocket Guide, we do cover all types of travel in New Zealand. So that's including...
Good morning, Donut Boy. I like when people say good morning.
Donut. Yeah, Donut Boy.
You need to try to guess how many articles is on nzpocketguide.com, and you get to get yourself a present. So put a guess. It's between 2,000 and 5,000. Put a guess.
So just for a bit of context, nzpocketguide.com is New Zealand's largest travel guide. And yes, it does have thousands of articles to help you plan your trip in New Zealand, whether you're on a budget, whether you want to do luxury travel, whether you're with family or you're doing a couple's getaway or a honeymoon, or whether you're a foodie and you want to seek out all the foodie experiences, or if you're an adventure seeker, all that sort of good stuff we cover on nzpocketguide.com. So yeah, if you do have any questions about traveling in New Zealand, nzpocketguide.com is probably one of the, well, it's a little bit much to say ourselves since we write it, but it's probably one of the best places to go get your questions answered about traveling in New Zealand. So yeah. We do have thousands of articles on there. Just try to guess how many though. We do have some very close answers here. So
I'm actually like working my math right now. I'll be like, who's the closest? Who's the closest? Who's the closest? So man, you guys are close. That's crazy. MB says, I want to ban freedom camping. No, you don't. It just needs to be done very responsibly. That is it. I just think that a little bit more management on the freedom camping site will go a long way, and that's basically it. I don't think it's worth banning, because I think that, having the freedom to travel around New Zealand and to be able to stay in selected like freedom camping site and everything will be great. So I think banning is just too much. And also, there is some regulation now, meaning that, you have to have a toilet in your van, or in your camper van in order to be able to do freedom camping and everything. That really does help a lot. So there is some regulation. Freedom camping doesn't mean you camp everywhere you want. There is a lot of regulation, and we talk about it on nzpocketguide.com. So yeah, no panic. Michael Marino says, hello everyone. Michael, guess quickly.
Guess a number.
Between 2,000 and 5,000. That's the number of article on nzpocketguide.com. Heshan, good morning. Put a guess. Everybody put a guess. But I MB, I agree with you. No camping, no toilets in your van, no camping. That is the law, and that is what it should be. So, but it's already the law in New Zealand. So, yeah, I agree with you. By the way, I saw that you published a bunch of documentaries on your channel about the Polynesians. So, I'm about to start watching them this week on the side from when I work. So, thank you for posting those. We'll watch that. Just something between MB and I.
Heshan says, congratulations on your 20K. Thank you,
Yeah,
Heshan.
that's awesome. Christina has put a guess as well. Oh, we have a lot of different guesses. That's pretty awesome.
Is that the closest?
Not this one. That one is the closest. That one right here.
Okay.
Here you go. Okay, what do we have? Santiago Sanchez says, hello, guys. How are you in this lockdown? Do you know when the opening borders in New Zealand? Greetings from San Blas, Mexico.
Ooh.
So we're doing very well. We're pretty lucky. New Zealand actually is not on lockdown right now. We are able to kind of spend our life mask-free, except when you use public transport in the city of Auckland. So we enjoy a considerable amount of freedom because the borders are indeed closed, as you may know. We do have a video with our latest predictions for the border openings coming up on Wednesday. So Santiago, you may want to hit subscribe and get a notification for that. All right, guys, another, let's say 2-3 minutes. At 8:53, I'm going to stop taking answers. So again, you need to guess how many articles are featuring on nzpocketguide.com. And you get to win a passport cover that looks like a New Zealand passport and a handwritten postcard from us from all the way from the town of
personal message
Kaikoura.
from us to you.
Yeah. Just to help you cope with this lockdown, because I know that, it's hard not to have anything to look forward to. So here you go. But next time, when we hit 30,000, New Zealand's borders are going to be open. And we're going to be able to give you some awesome activities to do in New Zealand, hopefully. Because that was quite frustrating not to have that many things. Beijing says he's beginning a petition. Try not to talk about anything political, so we won't be talking about petitioning, if that's okay with you. Heshan says, by the way, I went to Queenstown 2 weeks ago. Thanks for you guys. Thanks for the tips, guys. You're very welcome, Heshan. That's awesome. What did you get to in Queenstown? What did you end up doing over there? Because we gave you a lot of tips. Donut Boy is giving us a few predictions extra. We pick always the last one, Donut Boy, so pick one and stick with it. MB says we have control over COVID. Yes, we do. Extreme Talota says, well, guys, since 2 other referees are coming, oh, no, you are referring. You were not supposed to refer today.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
good job, they can rely on you.
Yes, and he's starting his stretching. That's awesome. We actually do stretching almost every morning just to kind of be warm ourselves up and everything. So but we don't do any referring or anything.
Donut Boy says, I miss Fairly Pie. We miss Fairly Pies as well.
Yeah, they are so awesome.
Yeah,
we have a video about Fairly Pies.
They are definitely one of the best pies that we've had in New Zealand.
What's the Donut Boy? Have you been to Springfield, New Zealand, which has the massive sculpture of a giant donut? Have you been there? I mean, that should be your profile picture right here, Donut Boy.
Do they still have the donut there? I think they do.
I think they do, but
they had an issue where it was set on fire, but I think they replaced it. I mean, it is very important to have that donut there, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Donut Boy, you've got to get there.
Yeah.
Michael Mariano says, we are not giving away the Kiwi stuffy. No, we are not. Stop it.
Don't even joke about it.
Yeah. Just don't listen to him. Don't listen to Michael. So mean. All right. Donut Boy say, I missed it. Okay, well, you have to get back to New Zealand. MB says, Robin, I have to say your last upload presentation skills while walking was outstanding. Very professional, just like Laura. Oh, thank you very much.
Just like me.
Just like her. So she's the high standard I have to follow. Nice one. I like it. He say it's clear you've been working hard on your presentation. Thank you very much, mate. That's awesome. I always like some nice positive feedback.
Yeah.
Christine says, best time to hike. What time do you recommend the Hooker Valley Trail?
That's interesting.
It's not the longest trail. So.
But actually, because it is surrounded by mountains, I would do it maybe around, I would start around 10 a.m. just so you start to get the sun coming up. So it's above you around midday. Because too early in the morning, a lot of it's going to be covered in shadow. And I don't know if you're going to be taking photos, but that can also impact your photos. But if you do it too late in the day, then the sun's going to be on the other side of the mountains, and then you're going to have more shadows there.
So give a time.
I said 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yes,
Here
10
you go. Nice.
Sorry, I blabber on for too long.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We need to wrap it up. Laura, do you want to count down? Okay, guys. So again, the question is, how many articles are currently live on nzpocketguide.com? And you'll get a postcard handwritten by us, as well as a passport cover from New Zealand.
God, you're taking too long. I'm already down to 2.
No. Start again from 10.
Fine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to do it the other way this time. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is 3,845 articles on nzpocketguide.com. Here you go. So the closest to the answer was sorry, I think I saw her. If you had a that was closer to that, you will have to yell out. But I think that was Christina Holden with the guess at 3,865. So she was only 20 off. That is amazing. Christina Holden, you are a winner. We'll write you a nice little postcard from New Zealand.
This is yours.
Yes, so same thing. You have to send me your address on our Facebook page, if that's okay with you. By the way, if you guys want to give us a cheeky like on Facebook along the way, that's always nice, you know. There is a link to our Facebook page in the description of this video. Christina said that was your husband's guess. Well, we're gonna have to congratulate your husband, not you. Then I'm not sending you a postcard. Too late.
Yeah, we'll write this to Christina's hubby.
Christina's hubby. So let me just write your name here, Christina.
Yeah, so leave us a message on Facebook with your address, and we will get that sent to you.
Yeah, here you go. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Christina. Nice one. So
she'll give us both their names.
Yes.
That's good. We will address it to both of you.
That is just fair. All right, that's pretty awesome. Okay, but anyway, so I know that we didn't have the biggest prize in the world. We were planning to do way bigger things when we reached 20,000 subscribers, but you know, this whole COVID thing's better.
Spanner in the works.
A spanner in the works of almost everybody, and everybody's here. But I hope that you had fun hanging out with us for an hour, just joking around and you know, doing some guessing of numbers. We also did release some extra video for you guys this week. So we had, 10 things that we love about New Zealand, which we had quite a fun time doing while walking around New Zealand. That was quite cool. And what else do we have coming up? We also have 10 tips to make the most out of the outdoors in New Zealand. That's going to come up next week. We also have on Wednesday, we have our prediction on when will the border opens for international travel with New Zealand. So again, this is just our prediction. I just want to make that clear to you guys that we're not trying to misinform or anything like that. It's just literally for just giving you expectation or reasonable expectations more than anything. It's just to tame expectations down. We have a lot of people that think it's going to happen like always, like next month. It's not happening next month. So that's what's happening on the channel. We also have some more videos coming up for you guys, and obviously we'll be back here next week. There is a link in the description below to tell you what time, when is it, and all of that. But it's at 8 a.m. New Zealand time every single week. And thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. It's always really awesome. And we'll play some more games like that when we hit 30,000 subscribers. So make sure to share the channel with people, share our videos, and everything. It's always awesome.
The faster we get to 30,000, the faster we'll get to our next giveaway. Even though Christine is asking to do a holidays giveaway, but we're not Santa. We don't have enough gifts to give away for the holidays.
Yeah.
Although we wish we could.
Yeah, well, we may do one thing. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Donut Boy said postcard is sweet enough. Oh, that's nice. You know what? That's it is just to give you some light of hope in the darkness that is 2020.
Yeah.
That is it. Just something to look forward to. I hope that you guys appreciate what we do for you. It's just a small token of our appreciation, because I can guarantee 20,000 subscribers on YouTube doesn't make you money. Doesn't turn it into a living. I can tell you that. What we actually usually send on giveaway is pretty much what we earn from YouTube, to be quite honest. Anthony says, hope you have a safe week. See you next week. You're very welcome. Look forward to your little postcards and your little present coming up to you, to your way. Michael Connell says, have a great week. Have a great week too. Andrew says, congrats for the 20K. Yes, Andrew, thank you very much for helping us reach 20K. Every single one of you guys that hit subscribe helps us. So that's awesome. Clay says, here's to 30,000. Well, if you go our normal rhythm, we'll hit 30,000 in like 2 years. So hopefully it go a little bit faster. Berenice says, congratulations again on the 20,000 subs. And to all the winners, looking forward to your new video. Have a lovely day and stay safe. I shall sleep now. Good night.
Good night.
Well, good night to you guys.
To your cat as well.
Yeah, good night to the cat. Donut Boy, give us a lot of emojis. I love emojis.
Yeah.
MB says you should offer guided tours. People will pay. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if we are able to be guides, tour guides. We write travel guide and we are able to very well review other people doing tours. But I don't know if a reviewer, there's some thing that movies, right? Does a person that review movies should actually be writing a movie? I don't know if that's I don't know if they should. So,
and I think people want to have a local guide in New Zealand. I think they want the local experience, and we just can't provide that.
Yeah. Thanks for your time with us. Hasta la vista, baby, says Santiago. That's awesome. Hiwa says, congratulations for the 20K. Have a wonderful day. Malo and Aloha says, Christine. I love that Christine and Michael from Hawaii are always popping in. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Davide says, it's quite late in Germany. Good night. Good night. Davide. Stay safe in Germany. And BJN says, Robin and Laura, we love you. Oh, that's so lovely.
Thank you.
Everybody is awesome. You guys are awesome. Stay safe and see you next week. Bye-bye. Oh, next week we're back to normal programming. We're actually answering questions about New Zealand.
Ask your questions next week.
Yes. We'll be here for you guys. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye, Sandra.
Stay safe.